Oh, I don't pay for suits. My suits are on the house, or the house burns down.
It's really disappointing. You just talk and talk and talk and think that you're recording, but you're not.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, man. That's why you gotta make sure, don't make sure. If you gotta triple, make sure.
It's devastating.
I feel nothing.
Welcome back to the Red Right Hand Podcast, the show that covers each and every episode of the BBC Netflix show The Peaky Blinders. I'm Josh.
And I'm Curtis.
And we're back again.
Somebody sounds disappointed in themselves.
For Season 3, Episode 3. I am. I really thought I had it good, but
We're only human, man. I mean,
it wasn't good.
It's all good. Just means we get to spend more time talking about the show that we like. Maybe try to recreate some of the same magic we had the first time around. Let's see. I said something about being happy that Grace died. Insert joke about 2 or 3 minutes in. Yeah, that's about it, right?
That was probably the gist of it.
Yeah.
So since the last episode, we figure out that Grace has died, and Tommy's been spending his nights in the field, and he comes back in the mornings to take care of the horses and take care of his son Charlie.
How about that music?
Yeah, who was that?
PJ Harvey. Welcome back, PJ Harvey.
When was do you remember the last PJ Harvey?
I was going to say, I don't even remember if they were in this last episode, in episode 2 at all.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't think they were, so I would say go back to episode 1 of season 3.
Okay. Yeah, there hasn't been...
Just feels like a lifetime, you know, man.
Yeah.
I miss them.
The music last episode was not great, and so
I don't really think there was that much music, period.
There wasn't much, but there was like a couple songs.
Yeah, but you're right, it really wasn't that great.
And like this has been the first episode of the season that's stood out to me.
Yes, yeah.
Musically. It's just a lot more, probably just biased. There's a lot more music that I like in it.
But great song. Like I said, great cover actually of the main theme song by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I always get that name messed up.
I always want to say Nick Cage.
Nick Cage, yeah. Nicolas Cage. But yeah, I think it was a good song, and it's a good scene to open up the episode for sure.
Yeah. So Tommy's going to see everybody in particular order. They're not doing family meetings right now, and he seems kind of removed from a lot of the stuff that's going on.
He's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah. So Tommy sees Michael and Polly first. He's going to see them about the books, the legitimate side of the business. And then after that, he talks to Arthur and John about the other side of their business.
The bad stuff.
Yeah. And they kind of fill him in on everything that's going on with the Changrettas. Angel's dead. They cut his throat in the hospital. And Changretta and his wife are... in Liverpool and hiding, and they're going to be sailing to America.
A new world. America.
A new life in America.
In America. I think he actually says that to her, too. A new life. No, somebody says that to her.
John does.
It's John, yeah. You're right. I still think about, because that was their teacher in grade school, And I still think about when she says to him later on, she's like, "Is that John Shelby? I smacked your arse when you were little." And what was the other thing? She says about like cake or something. I fed you cake.
Yeah, she's like, I fed you cakes.
This is not the time for this lady.
Yeah, and I don't think the fact that you gave us cakes is gonna make up for the fact that Tommy's wife is dead.
Right. This cake will not bring her back.
Yeah. It's like Arthur tries to tell her, like, there's rules, and your husband broke the rules.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah. So Tommy tells him what he wants done. He wants him to kill Changreta's wife and then bring him in so that Tommy can deal with him. So Arthur and John are both mad about Tommy having seen Michael before them. They don't say anything about Polly. I think they get that. Tommy's always kind of seen her.
I think she's definitely like the right hand person, you know.
Yeah, and she's older than them. She's like the matriarch of their family.
Yes, yep.
But they're mad about Michael being seen before them. And then John also, yeah, John's pretty upset about Tommy wanting him to kill Mrs. Changreta.
It's just kind of a breaking point because I just kind of feel like they're just being used, you know.
Yeah.
He described it as being a toy soldier and just getting orders left and right to do this and do that. But, I mean, I don't know. It's goofy to me because, again, it's like, I feel like in this episode, it's like all of a sudden his attitude changes towards what they have to do. And I understand, like, he doesn't want to kill his teacher, somebody who was, you know, important in his life. But it's like, dude, you're the one that kind of got us down this road now.
Yeah, he is
So, like,
almost
now all of a sudden
100% responsible for...
So now you're going to turn around and be like, oh, we shouldn't do this.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, not at all.
So when they're done with the meetings, they're all kind of gathered together, and they say it's like the servants' quarters, but it looks like maybe like the servants' kitchen or something like that.
Yeah.
And Arthur is just kind of poking at Michael the whole time, and he keeps calling him one of the bosses, you know, or saying that's what the bosses do.
Let's go shoot some pheasants.
Yeah.
Because that's what bosses do.
And Michael doesn't back down from him. I forgot that what kind of breaks it all up is that Carl says he says fucking pheasants, and because the whole time Polly's been trying to get them not to swear the whole scene in front of the little kids, you know.
Yeah.
And then Carl finally breaks it up there. And I just like the line from Polly too, just like you were saying, that continuous theme on family, that a family united will never be defeated.
Yep.
So kind of at the end of that scene, they can hear a wagon taking off in the drive, and Tommy, Johnny Dogs, and Charlie are all in a wagon. And Tommy's going to Wales. We don't really know why right then, but
Johnny Dog doesn't even know why.
Yeah, and Johnny Dogs doesn't know either. But Johnny Dogs rarely knows what's going on.
That's true.
He's like one of the few people that just kind of does what Tommy says and never really makes a big fuss about it. Never raises a moral question.
Right.
So when they stop the wagon, Tommy talks to Charlie about Grace.
we gotta get some things right.
Yeah, we gotta get some things straight. And Tommy just kind of talks to him for a minute. He says, I'm going to keep things the way they are in the house. Like,
So I always kind of took it as like this scene was. I mean, yeah, he's talking to Charlie, but I think he's almost more or less talking to himself.
yeah,
and
for sure.
trying to kind of get it all out in the open. It's like, hey, okay, look, this is how it's going to be for us. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I think a lot of stuff in this episode is just so Tommy can try and talk himself into pulling himself out of this hole.
Right. Yes. Yep.
I thought it was interesting too that Tommy said that the horse that Johnny Dogs was having trouble controlling was Grace's favorite horse, and that the horse has been all over the place since she died.
Ooh.
That, like, it's just been acting
Creepy.
been acting out a lot.
Yep.
It just made me think of In the Ring, where those horses are all like running off the cliff.
Yeah.
Like they're all like, yeah.
Nightmares.
Did I ever tell you about how after I watched that movie the first time, there was I was staying at some people's house, and in the kitchen there was a water leak. Like they had a pipe burst.
Oh,
And
no.
so there was a pool of water in the kitchen when I got up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And I walked by the kitchen. There was just like a pool of water in the floor, and I about died.
I'd be freaking out, man. That's crazy. No, you didn't tell me that.
And it was just like a random thing. Like they just had like a pipe that had burst that
Coincidentally happened the night you were watching The Ring.
Yeah. After that, we've got a scene with Arthur, Michael, and John all shooting guns. They're all really drunk.
It's a great mixture.
Yeah.
Hey, we're drunk enough, right? Let's go shoot some guns.
And as Arthur puts it, they're just kind of educating him on their side of the business.
Right.
How things work for them, what they feel like when they have to do the things they do. Yeah, I did like it at the end of this scene how they, like, John or Michael had taken a few shots and not hit anything, and John and Arthur both unload their guns and hit every single one, like every single thing they were shooting at every time. And then also just kind of, like we were talking about with Michael, just kind of coming into his own. When Polly tells him to go inside, he starts to leave and then comes back and says that he's not a kid anymore.
That look she gave him was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
they were all
get
giving
it.
a lot of weird looks. Everybody's drunk as hell.
That's true. I mean, I get it, good for you standing up for yourself, Gain some independence.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, ever since he got there, man, she's been sheltering the crap out of him.
Yeah.
But you had to think, like, there was no way you were going to be able to keep him totally out of everything,
Yeah. The other quote that I took from that scene was where Arthur was telling Michael that every time you kill somebody, the body piles up at your feet.
Yeah.
He said it gets to be so that you can't walk into a place without seeing them all around you, or without bringing them all with you.
It's that baggage, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Which, I mean, makes me think, go back to, like, when he was in the war, probably, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's mainly what I was thinking of when he said that.
Yeah. Boom, and then we get some Queens of the Stone Age. It's a song, Burn the Witch.
Yeah. Why don't they do that more often?
What?
Burn the witches.
I don't know. Are you looking for like a mix list that's all Burn the Witch type songs?
Oh no, I don't know. I think of it's like there's that. I was trying to think. There's another one.
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
Or maybe it's Rob Zombie or it's White Zombie. I can't remember if it's early enough to be White Zombie.
That's true. Thrice has got a song about burning witches. Actually, it's more about the Crucible, but yeah, I think they say something about burning witches. Yeah, just something about that line. What?
Burn the Witch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Season 3, Episode 3.
So Arthur and John this is their first time going there. Go to the Lancaster, it was like a vehicle factory, was that what it was?
Yeah.
And they're basically just going there to test the foreman. They give them a list of names. They say all these guys are communists. They'll work here. And they ask him if there's anybody not on the list. There's somebody that he doesn't name, but I'm not really sure if he knows that the guy is or not, you know. He probably does.
I think he does. I think that was a test to see if he's loyal or not because they said they left his name off on purpose.
Yeah.
To see if he would give him up or not.
Yeah. Yeah, by doing this, they're just trying to make sure that these protests and these riots happen.
Right, yep.
So
planting the seeds.
Yeah, because they also tell him that he has to fire 2 of them a week. Was that it?
I think that's it, yep.
Yeah, it's like fire 2 of them every week, find a reason to set them up.
Whatever you have to do to get the job done.
Yeah.
And not make it look, too conspicuous.
Yeah. And again, like this guy's worried about his family. They say his kids' names. So they know where they are. They know how to get to them.
Yep. It's again that power showing my cars that it's like, look, I'm in control and you're not.
Yeah. And then we get some more of just the back and forth between Polly and the painter. I think this is when she first starts getting her portrait painted, right?
Yeah.
I said before, what I thought about all that. What do you think about
I kind of thought
what's the point of like this whole?
There's got to be a point to it.
Side.
I just feel like, and we mentioned it in the last episode, I just don't remember what the point was because he's got to have some significant role, even if it's just like, oh, Tommy sees that he can use this guy for something real quick, kind of like what he did with Ada's roommate, that guy, the poet or whatever. Remember he used him for that one split moment?
Yeah.
Even if it's something like that, he's got to have some important tie,
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't remember what it is, if anything, because he doesn't have any connections anymore. That was another thing that he said to...
He doesn't have any friends.
Yeah, that he said to Polly. Was that he was connected to everybody through his wife.
Yeah,
and then after that, nothing. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I just don't remember what happens with him over the next few episodes.
We'll find out.
Maybe.
In due time. Patience. Patience. Patience.
Yeah, I think this is this where he kind of like lays out his intentions with her?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. He just kind of puts his cards on the table there that he wanted, as an artist, he wanted to paint her because she has a look that's very hard to capture, but then he's also attracted to her. And
I like that line though, he's like, and please, God, make love to you. And she's like, and how would that please God?
Yeah.
It pleased me.
It would please me.
What? What is happening? Uncomfortable.
So Tommy goes to see Madame Boswell. That's who they've been going to see in Wales. And I don't know who she's supposed to be.
Is she not the same woman? I thought she was the same woman from when they married John off.
She's the head of the Lee family.
But is that not the same woman?
I don't think so.
They kind of look the same.
This lady was older.
The other woman was kind of older too.
This one was like real old.
Ancient old.
Not ancient, but she was pretty old.
Well, obviously she's some type of higher up.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know, he thinks highly of her at least.
Yeah, I don't know, yeah. She's got to have some kind of special station.
Right.
But Tommy goes to see her. He he wants her to tell him that the sapphire is cursed. That's the reason that Grace is dead, not because of, their business or...
Well, and he's told her straight up, it's like, look, I can't sleep at night. I get no sleep. I've got a son that I got to take care of in a business. Two sides of a business basically to take care of. And it's like, I can't get any sleep because I sit up all night thinking about this sapphire.
Yeah.
And so I basically just I don't care if it's true or not. I just need you to tell me that it's not, or it is cursed.
Yeah.
So I can get some sleep.
Yeah.
So my conscience can, rest. He's playing those mind games with himself.
Yeah. She told him though that she said, yeah, this sapphire is totally cursed. Like,
I can feel it burning through my heart.
Yeah. But I did like as he was walking away how she said, "You'll have nothing but good fortune from here on out."
Yep. God bless you, Thomas Shelby.
Yeah. Oh, I also like too that see I'd written that down. How Tommy said that did you catch how he told Johnny Dogs that he should come back there later tonight?
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a huge party?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know what he was talking about?
Not at first, and to be honest, I can't even remember right this second what it ended up being.
That didn't end up being anything. There's no reference to it at all later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought there was.
No.
So, what was
it? I think he's saying because he gave her the sapphire. Like, they have a ton of money, and I'm sure there's going to be... And that's where their camp is set up.
Oh.
Like, whatever family that is.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be, like, a big party there later.
Oh, okay. I got you. No, I had no clue what actually, to be honest, I was thinking he was saying, like, oh, you better come here because there's going to be trouble where I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Like,
No.
That was dumb.
So then we've got the Changrettas attempting to flee.
The chin, like you said, the chin Gretas.
The Chingretters.
The chin Gretas.
Chingretter.
They're they have genetically big chins. It runs in their family. The chin Gretas.
The Changrettas at the station. And they're just attempting to leave town. Or the country.
Yeah, I like this though because like he is about to show his true colors of like how scared he really is.
Yeah.
Like he has turned like, and it's kind of like the John thing. It's like, oh, he was all for like, getting this guy to come from Naples to take care of some business, get some revenge for his son, Angel,
Yeah.
But then it's like the moment he does that, it's like, I gotta get out of here. Oh, God, I'm so scared.
Police.
Yeah.
There are men here who want to harm us.
He's like, seriously.
Yeah. So yeah, they're trying to get out of there. They get spooked by a couple of guys. I think those are some of Tommy's guys, though, right?
Yeah, the couple of them look familiar.
Yeah.
You got a light?
Yeah.
What is it? Whatever he says, maybe.
Have you got a light, brother?
Yeah.
And then, so this cop, though, who also has been paid off, takes them down to, it was like below the dock or the pier.
Dock,
yeah. And that's where John and Arthur and some of the other guys are waiting.
It's like that sad moment of like your gut sinking when you start to see a couple of men walking out from behind the pillars. You're like, oh crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna venture that that's never good.
No.
When you're underneath a pier, you probably don't want to see some guys saunter out from the shadows.
No. Though you would think in their case, like, long before that, they were probably thinking something's wrong because we're going some places where there's nobody at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
where at one point they're walking through with that brick wall in the background and like there's nobody around. They're just kind of looking like, where are we at?
Yeah, where are they taking them?
Very ominous.
So, John and Arthur have basically decided to not follow Tommy's orders here.
Breaking the rules.
They're going to let Miss Changretta go. They're going to let her board the ship and get out of the country. But they're going to bring the old man back to Tommy. Yeah, she's that's kind of a brutal scene. Because
it's just sad. It's unfortunate, but
yeah.
I mean, they told him straight up, it's like, you broke the rules.
Yeah.
You made your choice. I mean, you had to think this, like, you weren't going to be able to get out. There's no way you're going to be able to escape.
Yeah.
Even if you got to America. Tommy has connections in America.
Yeah, he would still send somebody to find you.
We will find you, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's, it's kind of like what Arthur kept telling her. It's like, we're already breaking these rules by even talking to you. Because we weren't even supposed to be talking to you. We were just supposed to put the gun to your head and be done with it.
Yeah.
But here we're trying to kind of help you out. Which, again, leads to bad stuff down the road.
Yeah. Yeah. So straight from there, they bring the old man back to Tommy. They've got him in some kind of sick underground torture bunker.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It's
definitely not one of my favorite scenes in the whole series.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's not Tommy Shelby at all.
No, and I think that's why the scene ends so fittingly.
Right.
Tommy's kind of plan there is to torture him all night.
Right.
And after kind of losing his mind a little bit, he decides he's going to cut Changretta's eyes out, and before he can, Arthur shoots him in the back of the head.
I heard the blackbird sing.
Yeah. John tells Tommy that they didn't kill Mrs. Changretta, that they let her go. Which, I don't know, better or worse, man. Does Luca come if she lives?
If she lives or doesn't live?
Yeah. Well, if she doesn't live.
It's a good question because, like, who's left? Somebody may be able to give him a phone call or send him a piece of mail. Somebody's going to let him know how it happened. Surely,
Yeah.
Or
Maybe.
at least let him know what was going on. I'm sure he'll probably want revenge, period.
Yeah.
I think, again, it's just like the whole thing of when John did what he did to Angel, it sent him down the wrong road, and there's no going back.
Yeah. The pieces just started falling.
Yeah, and there's no side road to take to try to avoid the train that's coming towards you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You made your bed, now you got to lay in it. Unfortunately, but
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah, and I just like what Arthur says to him there, that he says it's okay. Like, we're not those men. Like, we're not those kind of people. Like, this isn't who we are,
Right.
This crazy torture basement isn't us.
Yeah, we may kill people here and there, but I mean, yeah, this is like a whole new level.
It's a different level.
Psycho.
Yeah, when they interrogate people, they usually just do it by beating on them for a little while.
Right.
They don't normally do it with a whole, like, torture kit.
Is there really interrogations with Tommy, though? I think usually they just try to send a message to him.
Yeah, well, I mean, Arthur says that they interrogated Changreta's men to figure out where they were.
True, yeah.
And then this is kind of a weird scene to be like backed up against that, but it was just like Tommy going through like the day-to-day bullshit for a few days, just like him waking up in the morning, then him playing with Charlie, then him sitting at his desk at work staring blankly off into the nothing.
Well, and I think it kind of goes with that scene, though, of like this. That wasn't who I am. This is who I am. I'm a family man now. I have a son I need to think about, and I still have my legitimate business that I want to think about. I didn't ask to be involved in this economic league, Irish business, communist business, whatever.
Yeah.
It just, we got sucked into it, period. So I think it's just kind of a realization scene where it's like, this is what my life needs to be,
Yeah. So he goes and talks with Ada. I guess, is she at his place?
Yeah, I believe so. It looked like she was.
Yeah.
But then again, it kind of... No, I think it's their place. I think she's still there. It's really weird kind of scene, too, because he almost looks like he's walking in and, like, he didn't want to say anything, but he wanted her to, like, notice him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of weird. It'd be kind of like one of those, you sit down and you're like, and they don't notice, you're like,
Yeah. Over here. Do you remember what they were talking about? I remember what the end result of the conversation is, but I don't remember what he was talking to her about.
Good question.
Oh, he was trying to get the name of the informant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
You're
guy
right.
who's like informing on them to the Russians or to...
I believe so. No. To... Yes. Yeah. It's to the Russians. Because it... Okay, so this dude that she gives him the name to, he's not really the... I mean, he is, but he isn't. Because it ends up being somebody else that's the informant.
Yeah.
So it's like he's getting this guy to get another name. But yeah, it's to the communist.
Okay. Yeah, so he gets that name from her. And just, she gets it through her connections. And then he tells her that he's got a job for when they open up, like their Boston wharfs, right?
Yeah.
And what was it? What was the job? Do you remember? It was just like run the accounts or something like that. Run the accounts,
I guess so.
And turn some heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he offers her that job and just kind of bringing her back in. I mean, this will be the first time she's really like worked with them pretty much for the whole show,
Right.
Because we see her at a point where she's like trying to put some distance between.
Was this a scene though where he said something to her about wearing lipstick again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
James Monklin.
Yeah, and then so from there, that's when we get that Arctic Monkeys track.
Yeah.
It's like, I think is the name of the song "Go Into Business with a."
I don't know because it didn't
with a bear,
say
a grizzly bear.
It never said in the subtitles. That's the one thing that's happening all of a sudden. It's like it's not showing all the songs in the subtitles
Yeah.
like it used to.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the track. And then that plays while Tommy goes to meet James Monkland. I think that's that guy's name.
Yeah.
And he's the communist informant. And yeah, I like the little choice he gave him. It was like, you got to decide who you're more afraid of, Section D at some point in the future or the Peaky Blinders at exactly 11:43.
Yeah. Because I can't guarantee you'll make it past 11:44.
Yeah. So he's just trying to squeeze the name out of him. So Tommy goes to dinner with the Russians and the priest and Patrick Jarvis.
MP.
Yes, MP.
By the way, Arthur's going to be a dad.
Oh, did I not?
You skipped right over that. Come on, man.
When was that? Oh, it was right before this?
Yeah, right before that.
Man, I don't know why I didn't make a note of that.
Yeah, because remember when he tells Tommy and all them, yeah, Tommy, and this is like such a weird scene at first when I saw it.
I just skipped over the line in my notes. Linda tells Arthur she's pregnant. Arthur tells the boys. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a big deal, but yeah, I was just kind of a weird scene that.
I mean, it's relevant
because like Tommy doesn't say anything; he just goes goodbye, Arthur. It's like, wait, you gonna kill him or what?
Yeah. Goodbye,
I can't have you now. Yeah, but it's weird. But then that's when he's like, no, I've got a meeting to go to, which is the dinner party or dinner, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, Tommy goes to. Is it at Wilderness House?
At who?
Wilderness House.
Doesn't say. I mean, yeah, it looks like the place where we were showing earlier where he was living.
Yeah. That's Wilderness House.
Is that what it was called? Okay.
These places have some cool names. Yeah, so he goes to dinner there with the Russians and the priest and Patrick Jarvis, MP.
Hey,
and
that's my line.
And he lays out his plan for how this is all going to go down. The supplies,
the
everything.
whole shebang.
Yeah,
man.
basically just everything.
Of course, they question him.
Yeah, about every little thing.
Yep.
I also like the line that he gave where the Duchess asked what his father did for a living.
Yeah.
And he said he told fortunes and stole horses. And he said often he would tell a man that his horse would be stolen, and they would marvel at his powers when it would. Yeah, so I just like that. He says that there's going to be some extra expenses, and he writes down on a napkin, throws it over to the Duchess, and all it says on it is, "I have secrets." And so she
What kind of
says,
secrets?
Okay, yeah, we can totally pay that. And then she's going to have Tatiana walk him out to his car. But I like, right before he leaves, he stands up and says, I want to let it be known that I am unable to swallow food in the same room with this priest. And so yeah, that's our main informant there, is the priest.
Yes. And he's passing it to Monklin, who's passing it to the communist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like the last little bit there is Tatiana walks him out. He says that he wants her to get him permission to kill the priest.
He'll do it for free.
Yeah.
Just for the pleasure of it.
It's for fun. He really hates that guy.
Can you blame him?
No, he's awful. And then I also liked what he said about Tatiana said something about Grace, and Tommy grabbed her by the throat and said, she's right here next to me, and she says, "Don't trust these people." And he lets her go and just walks off, and I love the way she just like looked at him and just like kind of cocked her head to the side like, what?
Hmm?
I think she's just like really fascinated with him at this point.
Yeah. I think some other things too, but
Yeah. But we'll get there.
but we'll get there. The craziness hasn't even begun.
Yeah, she's gonna show her
True
crazy colors.
Soon enough.
I think that's there was nothing after that, was there?
No, that was the end of it.
All right.
Unless you want to talk about the credits.
Yeah, I like the font they used.
Yeah, bold choice there. Was that in italics?
It all looks like Playbill style.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, let's not talk about the credits.
Are we really talking about the credits right now? I was kidding.
Cool. So that'll wrap it up for season 3, episode 3.
Yep.
Just make sure to follow us on Twitter at RedRightHandPO1. You can follow me on Twitter at Joshua Lynn Gary. You can follow me on Twitch at GhostLad676, and on our YouTube at...
Oh, sorry. It's Survived by Productions.
Yep. Or just search the Red Right Hand Podcast.
Yeah.
See you later.